functionality of Navigate Pro, which can operate in either a partner mode or soft phone mode. Partner mode being taking call control of your desk phone from the PC screen, or soft phone mode where you have headset connected into your PC and you speak through the actual computer itself. Let's start by receiving an inbound call. You will see in the bottom right hand corner the pop-up control telling us we have a call from Jeremy on 702 and we can answer or reject the call. So if we answer the call, now we're on a call, we have a series of in-call options, so I can drop the call, I can pause or hold the call, I can mute the call. This call is being recorded automatically, so I could mask the call to put white noise over if I was taking, for example, credit card details. I have a keypad or a tone pad, so perhaps if I was connected to an auto attendant and I need to send tones to line to route through the auto attendant, I can do that. The AC is the account code entry, so if you were entering codes per call and you wish to then report on those account codes, how many calls are made against the code using the Vision reporting system. I can find someone by clicking the search. The hearts is my favourite, so my contacts that I call regularly, and the home key to bring up the control panel. Let's bring up the favourites. So here you can see Jeremy and Stuart are both on the call. These are people that I call regularly, and I have this in a flat structure. I could have folders, say I have the accounts department, and I could click on the accounts folder and see who's in the accounts folder. Or perhaps if you had multiple sites, you might have each site name and then click and see your favourites who are in each of those sites, and then you can then go back and go to the master list. If from this list here I can see, for example, that Abid is available because he's green, I can click on Abid and it's now making an outbound call to Abid. I can transfer the call unannounced or cancel and go back to the original caller. Perhaps if I wish to bring up the control panel, because I wish to park the call, here you can see I have some park slots. So, Abid saw that I was calling him. I now have a call waiting from Abid, but I'll ignore that call waiting and continue with the demonstration. You can see here I wish to park a call, I can park the call. So I've now parked the call to Jeremy is on park. And another member of the team can see Jeremy parked and pick it up from their phone or their display. Or if I wish to take the call back for myself, I can click and take the call back, and I'm back on the call to Jeremy. You notice in the background the call there from Abid disappeared because I didn't answer it, so he went away again. If I drop the call, I now ended the call. I can see on my control panel I've got the message or call history icon flashing. If I click on here, it brings up my call history. Here you can see answered calls. There's that missed call there from Abid. I can scroll up and down and see various people. Or if I just want to see, for example, messages only, I can click and I've got my message list. So there's 3 messages, 2 that I've listened to prior to this, and 1 is a new message I haven't yet listened to. If I wish to listen to the voicemail message, I can click on the icon, and now down the bottom right hand corner I have my in-call control of my voicemail messages. So for example, if I wish to delete the message, I can delete the message. That message is now deleted. I end the call to voicemail, and you can see in our call history list that that message has now been deleted. If I now want to see all calls, I can go back to all calls, or drop or close the application window. The same with the favourites. Now, if I'm regularly transferring calls around the office, I may want the favourites to be part of the control panel. So if I go into my settings, go into user configuration and to favourite panel, and I enable docking, what will now happen is I now have my favourites and my control panel following each other. So I drop one, I drop them both, I bring it up and it all comes up together. So it's now operating as one rather than 2 separate panels. If I wish to look up a name, I can simply start to type in a name and it will perform a lookup. So the closer I type, here you can see Gary's on Do Not Disturb, but I can see against Gary I have his office number, mobile number and home number. So I can click on any of these icons to call him. If I try reception, so to look up for reception, I wish to call reception, I just click. So I'm now making a call from my lookup. I can cancel that call. You can see how easy that the directory works by either typing the name in here, clicking on a favourite, and it's nice and simple. If I wish to forward calls, say for example to my mobile, I can click on the settings icon and I can go to divert to. So for example, I set divert. So it's telling me that there's a forwarding waiting to happen against my mobile. But to actually turn the forwarding on, I click on personal, and now any calls to my extension number, my internal number, or my DDI will forward out to the mobile. If I have dual, that means it's not necessarily a direct forward. The calls will still ring my desk phone or soft phone, as well as then my mobile or other number I forwarded to. And all, both all and dual all, is if I'm in a hunt group. So say for example I was in an IT team and I'm roaming around the site. I wish to have calls ringing directly to me as my IT calls, as well as the personal calls. I would set one of the all or dual all controls. In this instance, I'll set my personal. So now you see the icons will change, and it's telling you the calls are diverted as personal, and they're diverted to my mobile by the type of icon I have here. If I wish to take that off, I can simply take the divert off to none, or perhaps if I try all, you see by selecting all, it's now telling me I've now got an all set, and again I can go into here and disable that. But it's just now grayed out the mobile to say that's ready to engage if I then select the divert mechanism. If we wish to make a call and conference a call, let's call a number. So if we're going to call Jeremy ourselves by clicking on a favourite, entering a name, etc., I can call Jeremy. So Jeremy answers the call. We're now on a call. If I wish to ring someone else, 704 in this instance, I'm now calling reception. I can transfer the call as I say, but I wait for reception to answer. As reception answer the call, I can now conference the call. So by I can switch back and forth to start with, but if I wish to hit conference, I can now conference the call, and we're now all on the call. Or if I drop Sonia from the call, she's now dropped out, and I'm back to Jeremy, on the call to Jeremy, and then I can drop the call with Jeremy, and we can start again. That ends the basic functionality of the Navigate Pro software.